Okay, before we go to the last part, let's review what we learned during the last section. So it's important that you actually solve the table left to you, because that will help you understand more what I'm going to say. So according to the impulse momentum change theorem, diba? Impulse and the momentum change is equal. Kung ano yung impulse na binigay mo, yun din yung value ng momentum change na mangyayari. So, di ba, if we're going to state the variables involved, meron kang apat na variables. Force, times, and then time, mass, and velocity. Tingnan natin yung relationship ng apat na variables na ito sa isa't isa. Okay? So, as stated, kung ano yung impulse mo, yun yung iyong momentum change. Okay? So, gawin natin mas equal yung boxes. Let's represent it, or let's represent the two of them as boxes. Okay? So, kung ano yung impulse, kung ganito kalaki yung impulse, ganito din yung kalaki yung momentum change na mararanasan ng dalawang ng object after ditong mag-collide dun sa another object. Okay? So, let's suppose na gawin nating constant itong side of this equation. Yung momentum change, gagawin natin siyang constant. Hindi natin siya gagalawin. Hindi natin siya i-manipulate. How will this affect the interaction between the force and the time? Okay? May dalawang case kung paano magaganap yung interaction. It's either case A, malaki yung force, but maliit yung time. Okay, ibig sabihin, the collision happened over a short period of time. Or remember, because of the theorem, di ba, kailangan mong bunuin yung box na to. Kailangan mong bunuin yung box na to. Yung box na to has to be the same size as this one, because impulse will be equal to the momentum change. Or case B, the same box. Okay. Halimbawa, gagawin natin itong constant para maintindihan natin yung relationship between force and time. Pwedeng maganap yung collision for a long period of time. In that way, you will have a smaller impact force. Okay? You will see that in most real-life application, ito yung gusto nating mangyari, yung pangalawa. Kasi it can literally save lives. Okay? Okay, we can also see that here in this table. So, here in this table, we have a constant impulse. So, ang ginagawa natin, pinaglalaroan natin yung force and time. So, take a look at this. If you have 100 newtons, or kung gusto mo makapag-produce ng 100 newtons times seconds na impulse, may mga different cases na pwede mangyari. Pwedeng 100 newtons tapos mangyayari siya over a period of 1 second. That will still be equal to 100 newtons per second. But, look at this. What if the collision will happen for 2 seconds? And ang magiging impulse ng collision na yun ay still 100. Ang magiging impact force na lang ay 50 newtons. If we can make it happen for 4 seconds, considering a constant impulse, yung impact force will only be 25 newtons. If we can make it happen, if the collision can happen over 10 seconds, yung impact force will only have to be 10 newtons. If ang ating impulse or ang ating momentum change ay 100 newtons second. And so on and so forth. So, a while ago, I said that this can change lives. Okay, this is a case for airbags. So, alam naman natin na kapag nakasakay tayo sa isang kotse, O di ba, according to the first law of motion, whatever objects that are moving will tend to stay in that particular motion, di ba? What if you are going fast? Di ba? Ano man bagay na nasa loob ng kotse, magiging kasing bilis niya yung kotse. Kasi essentially, nakasakay ka na sa kotse. Kung yung kotse ay nag-move ng 100 kilometers per hour, your body is also moving 100 kilometers per hour. Di ba? Pero what will happen if you stop the car? Suddenly, you stop the car. Siguro, may batang tumawid or something. The car stopped, but your body is still moving 100 kilometers per hour. It will only stop unless acted upon by an opposing force. And in the case of the car, ano yung opposing force na yon? Ito yung windshield. Saka yung manubela. Para tumigil ang motion ng katawan mo, like the car, kailangan may pumigil sa'yo. In some cases, that would be the windshield or the manubela or the hard part of the cars that can kill you or that will be a fatal accident. Okay? So, let's consider that this is your mass. Let's consider na mabilis ka mag-drive. So, these blocks are your velocity. Mabilis no? Pag mabilis ka, tapos nagpreno ka ng kotse mo, syempre, from mabilis, titigil. So, imagine, 100 kilometers per hour, tapos 0 kilometers per hour. Ang laki, di ba? Ang laki ng momentum change. So, that's why the 3 boxes that I use here. Based on the theorem, dapat maging equal yung momentum change saka impulse, di ba? So, sabi ko kanina, there are 2 cases. Pwedeng malaki yung force. Dapat mag-equal yung size ng dalawang box. Pwedeng malaki yung force, maliit na time. O ito yung nangyayari kung wala kang seatbelt. Walang airbag yung kotse mo. Yung ulo mo, hahampas doon sa windshield or sa manubela. Large F over a short amount of time. So, that can kill you, diba? That happens during some of the accidents. But another case that we can do is if we prolong the collision time. So, in this case, mas mahalaki yung collision time, mas maliit yung force na mararanasan mo. So, paano mo yung gagawin? What you can do is, yun yung purpose ng airbag. So, when you have airbag, tapos nakasense siya na magbubump yung head mo, nagkaroon ng accident, nasense niya yun. So, mabilis yung reaction niya, lalobo agad siya, sasalubungin niya yung ulo mo na uumpog. Okay? So, dahil airbag yan, full of air, malambot siya, di ba? And it will allow your head, instead na yung head mo ay umumpog doon sa matigas sa manubela, dito siya uumpog sa inflatable na airbag na to. That will also occur over a longer period of time, di ba? Kasi parang lulubog yung ulo mo. Impis na hahambalo siya doon sa matigas, lulubog yung ulo mo in the airbag. So what happens is, mahaba yung collision time. Madi-dissipate nga yan yung energy. Maliit lang yung impact force na mararanasan mo. Okay? So, paano naman sa boxing? There's a term in boxing called riding the punch. So, di ba pag sumuntok tong naka-red na boxer, yung jab niya, it will form a semicircle. Di ba? Yung mga pro boxer, hindi nila ititigas yung ulo nila. Diba? Kasi pag tinigas nila yung ulo nila, malaki yung impact force. Kasi, mangyayari lang yung punch over a short period of time. Kumbaga, yung contact time between the punch and the head ay mabilis. Kasi tinigas mo yung ulo mo, diba? Parang tinanggap mo lang siya na parang pader yung ulo mo, diba? But, if you ride the punch, ibig sabihin, kapag sumuntok siyang ganyan, tapos isinunod mo yung ulo mo, parang sinakyan mo yung kamao niya, sinunod mo yung ulo mo sa direction ng kanyang punch, it will prolong now the contact time, di ba? Between the kamao and your ulo. So, mas maliliit yung mararamdaman mong impact force from the punch, actually. That will also save your neck. Okay? Oh, di ba sa mga contest? Paano to? Sa mga contest. Ang goal mo dito, masambot mo yung egg na hinagis sa'yo, di ba? So, parang free fall, projectile motion, mabilis. From moving, kailangan mong mapatigil siya with your hand. And then, of course, constant naman yung mass ng egg kasi isang egg lang yung bibigay sa'yo, di ba? So, paano mo paliliitin yung impact force between your hand and the egg para hindi siya mabasag? O, sasabayan mo ulit yung egg. Pag nakuha mo yung egg sa kamay mo, hindi mo titigas yung kamay mo, di ba? Kasi when you do that, ang bilis mangyayari ng collision. Kasi if tinigas mo yung kamay mo, it will only happen for split seconds. Mabasag yung egg. Ang gagawin mo, when the egg reach your hand, yung arms mo should also move downwards in the direction of the egg. In that way, hahaba yung collision time before mo patigilin yung iyong arm and saluhin finally yung egg. So, high or longer collision time, smaller impact force. Big T, small f. O, ito naman yung mga crumple zone. Crumple zone sa mga kotse. Kasi ganito pala, may dalawang case pala, guys. Case A, magre-rebound yung kotse mo kapag bumangga siya dun sa pader. Case B, mayuyupi siya. Saan mas malaki yung velocity change? This is final, this is initial. This is -4 minus -5 meter per second, -9 meter per second. Here, 0 minus 5, final minus initial, you only have -5 meter per second. That means, mas maganda kung magka-crumple, kung yuyupi na lang kotse mo. Diba? Kasi you will feel lesser impulse, lesser momentum change kapag nag-yupi na lang yung kotse mo. So actually, yung mga kotse, yung unahan ng kotse, merong mga crumple zone. Ito yung mga area na actually weak siya sa mga collision. Ibig sabihin, it will have a tendency na mayupi na lamang when it collided on a hard surface. And actually, yung pala ay mas better para sa buhay mo. That actually will save your life, yung crumple zone. Okay? So those are some applications of impulse and momentum theorem. Okay? I think this is the last slide. I'll see you next week.